Rob Sanders.
His own mother stacked a stork that delivered him.
And KO Hall.
He doesn't deserve to be in this business. He deserves to have been blackballed.
Rob and KO podcast.
And welcome into the Rob and KO podcast. My name is Rob Sanders. I am in Columbia, South Carolina. From parts unknown tonight is my podcast partner, Carolina Jackpot. I say parts unknown because it wouldn't surprise me if Cactus Jack ended up in the damn screen there with him.
Bang, bang.
Bang, bang. I have no clue where the hell you are, but welcome into the program, sir.
Lumberton, North Carolina.
Okay. All right. Well, we're okay then. Well, Jackpot, we got a lot of things we're going to look into tonight. We've got the Notre Dame, by the way, has found a coach. Yeah, we'll get into that. That's by the way, that is breaking news. I found us a breaking news sounder there, Jackpot. Notre Dame's they're going to bring
like Kansas news.
I know, right? You like that? That is they're going to basically promote their defensive coordinator, and he's going to take over for Mr. Kelly, who has decided to leave. Marcus Freeman will be the next head coach for Notre Dame football. So some breaking news there, Jackpot.
Yeah, that's
that?
they make it waste any time finding a replacement. I like that. They draw it out long and make everybody wait. I'm really surprised that Luke Fickell didn't get that job. Maybe he didn't want it. I don't know. It's kind of strange to me. Seemed like that would have been the landing spot for him.
Well, still very interesting there, promoting their defensive coordinator. Will he be able to keep the offensive coordinator, Tommy Rees, there, or will he go to LSU? So that's on the docket too. And by the way, Jackpot, one other note before we get into our actual football talk this evening. More breaking news. I love that sound. The South Carolina men's basketball team went to Coastal and lost by 24. What the fuck? Where to go with that?
I don't know.
Oh, wait. I've got that too. Hold on. There we go. Yeah. I mean, seriously.
They just
what the hell?
Shoot the ball worth a fuck. They were horrible. Really, really bad. And a lot of people on here don't know it. Probably you and I are the only ones that know it. They lost to a washed up old tater head coach that's daggum 75 years old if he's damn 40.
He's got 800 career wins though. That's pretty impressive. I guess when you're 75, you can do that.
Yeah, it's more than me. Yeah, I mean our rival high school across town, it wasn't across town. It was like 5 miles away. I was growing up East Side High School, which was right down the road from Wade Hampton High School in Greenville. They had their football coach. They only had one football coach when the school opened in 1970 until like 2005, named John Carlisle. And I remember for some reason we went to a game there in like 2005 when I don't know, I might tell my kid or something. Anyway, they honored him for being the all-time winningest head high school football coach in Greenville County. The thing they didn't tell you was he was also the all-time losingest head football coach in Greenville County as well. I guess when you did it for 35 damn years, that happens.
Yeah, well, anyway, let's thank our sponsors, Callaway's Bar and Grill. Final week of the competition for our Pick'em Challenge, and we already have a champion, Christian Young.
Good old I gotta send him his money.
Yeah, wow.
I've been slacking. I've been slacking. The bank hasn't spoken yet. I gotta send him his cashola there, so I'll get that taken care of tomorrow.
Yeah, well, anyway, Christian Young wins, but we're still going to pick games this week, the championship games. We're going to see where folks fall in the standings. Very important there. So we'll have that for you here in a moment. But we are going to do a bowl pick'em challenge. And it's kind of funny because before championship weekend, this is the first time in our contest where one guy ran away with it and just fucking kicked the shit out of everybody. Very dominating performance there. That's right. Brock wants to know who gets the Golden Dick Trophy. We got to figure that out. Who's going to finish last? My money's on Dennis Wilson or Gary Mills, one or the other. We'll find out.
One of them will like it, but wasn't Gary Thrills Mills was doing pretty well at first.
Well, then he started with the Coke, and it just bugged him.
It'll do that.
It'll do that. All right, so thanks to Callaway's Bar and Grill, Callaway'sBarandGrill.com. They sponsor the Bowl Pick'em Challenge in addition to the regular Pick'em Challenge. Highway 1 diagonal from the Walmart in West Columbia. Go by, play some retro video games, eat some good food. Watch all the football games. All the championship games are at Callaway's this weekend. And from DNC Trucking and Transport, Fireside Chats with Uncle Jackpot. Jackpot, read away.
All right. It sucks to be Gamecocks. Clemson is my Palmetto Bowl champion. Clemson is way too deep. Please don't let the coaching moves and the championship weekend take away from the fact that Clemson beat my sorry-ass team 30 to dick. UConn, South Carolina State, and Georgia Tech scored on Clemson. My team did not. Shane Beamer is a Dabo wannabe. We are an absolute shithole. It sucks to be a Gamecock. Go Tigers.
Yeah, there you go.
How did the
All right.
Tigers played some basketball last night too, by the way, didn't they? How did they fare?
They lost to fucking Tony Soprano's school, like fucking Rutgers. Hell, they've lost 2 straight to Rutgers. Sucks. Fucking sucks. Ugh. Anyway,
Hey.
so there's that. I wish I could come up with something better than that, but that's pretty much all I got.
Holy shit!
Right,
you don't just come up here and get a victory basketball, boss.
Yeah, exactly. They went to the Jersey Shore twice and got their dicks kicked in.
We run you off our fucking court.
Yeah. All right. So before we take calls, let's pick our games. Jackpot championship week.
Did he freeze?
What a mess. All right, let's see here. Here are our picks as we roll along here. Baylor and Oklahoma State for the Big 12 championship. Oklahoma State's got a lot of play here for Jackpot. They have some CFP hopes.
Yep.
They are 6.5 point favorite in that game. As my son's over here trying to get chips. Take the chips with you, brother.
You gotta tell me where these games are. I gotta tell you, I haven't paid a lot of attention this week.
Okay, so Baylor and Oklahoma State, I think, is at Jerry's World. I think I got to check on that. But
and what's the line? On that? 6.
It's 6.5 for Oklahoma State. They're giving up 6.5.
Okay, I'll take Baylor.
I figured you would. Yeah, I kind of like Baylor there too. But you know what? I'm gonna go with the mullet because he's a man and he's 50 now. Give me the mullet minus 6.5.
Oh man, I'm 54.
He's 54, whatever it is.
Yeah, well,
Iowa
that was
and
in
Michigan.
2007 now.
Yeah, that was 2007. Man, damn, we're old, Jackpot.
Yeah, so he's 54, or it could be 53. I'm a man. I'm either 53 or 54.
Exactly. Iowa and Michigan for the Big Ten championship. That is in Indianapolis. Michigan's a 10.5 point favorite. Which way you going there, Jackpot?
I think Michigan blows them out.
Yeah, Iowa sucks. Give me Michigan minus 10.5. Utah and San Diego State for the Mountain West Championship. I don't know where the fuck they're playing it at, Jackpot.
Utah State.
San Diego. It's Utah and San Diego. Yeah, Utah State and San Diego State. I got to fix that. But yeah, Utah State and San Diego State for the Mountain West Championship.
Well, we need to know where it's at.
Okay, hold on. I'll tell you right now.
That's important.
That matters to you. Okay, hold on. Utah. Where Mountain West Championship. I'm finding out where it's played right now. Mountain West Championship game. The Mountain West Championship game. San Diego State to host. They're going to host, so it's at San Diego State.
Okay. What's the line again?
San Diego State minus 4.5.
I'm gonna mess on around and take San Diego State. They have a really, really good defense. Their offense is not really that good, but I don't know. I feel like they could shut down Utah State. So, if they win by a touchdown, they cover. So I'll go on ahead and take the Aztecs.
They are at home, so yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see that. So yeah, so I'm gonna take Utah State as well.
Do they
as,
play in the
fixing
old?
them.
Do they still play in the old Jack Murphy Stadium, the old baseball stadium there?
At Utah State?
No, San Diego State. They don't have their
Oh,
own. They don't have their own stadium, home stadium.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to look that up. Hold on, I can tell you right now because I just looked it up.
Remember, they used to play. They used to play baseball in Jack Murphy Stadium. It's where Tony Gwynn and Steve Garvey played it.
At Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Kickoff is set for 1:00 Mountain
Well, that's
Time.
near L.A., I think.
Yeah. You know who coaches the Aztecs? Take a wild guess.
Brady
See if you can
Hoke.
do this. Brady Hoke, the old Michigan coach. Look at that.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
He was a rather portly feller. Well, I remember
Nothing wrong with
he
that.
sucked there too. They ran him out of town. And he had like a
Yeah.
bunch of losers. He was there before Jim Harbaugh, right?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, I think he was the guy that was before Jim Harbaugh. You're right. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna take San Diego State -4.5. Houston and Cincinnati. Do you want to know where this one's played? I got to check that out.
It's
'cause I
at
don't know that
Cincinnati,
either.
isn't it?
I'm checking right now. Where's it gonna be played? Come on. It's at. More about this. Come on, help me out here. What the hell? Just tell me where it's gonna be played. I don't even.
I think it's
like-
at Cincinnati. At their
Yeah,
stadium.
yeah. I think it's at Cincinnati. So there you go.
It's at Nippert. Nippert.
They're a 10-point favorite. Cincinnati is. Which way you rolling there, Jackpot?
Yeah, I'll go with Cincinnati there.
I'm gonna go with Houston for the upset, just because I like chaos. Pitt and Wake Forest in Charlotte for the ACC championship. Wake Forest is a 3.5-point underdog. Which way you like there, Jackpot?
I'm gonna roll Wake. I think they
Yeah.
win that one.
Well, and Pittsburgh has issues with stopping the run. So give
Pittsburgh also has issues playing in Bank of America Stadium.
me. That's true. I got Wake Forest +3.5.
How many people? I mean,
Uh,
what do you think? What's your prediction on the crowd for that game?
We'll have we probably have more people at our live show than be there for the actual game. I don't think anybody's going to show up.
Really? I mean, like 30,000 maybe.
Something like that. Yeah, I can see that because that's
That's about the
That's,
capacity of Wake Stadium, right?
yeah, I think
30.
that's about right. I don't think anybody's going to show up for that. I mean, Pittsburgh brought some people when they played Clemson last time, but I don't think it's going to be that many people there, to be honest. So give me,
Yeah.
I think that I'll go 30,000. The lower bowl will probably be filled up. So there'll probably be a bunch of Clemson fans there that bought tickets that couldn't sell them.
That's what I was about to say. They'll probably show up just because they're damn used to
They'll
going.
probably-
I figured
They'll probably show up, and half of them are probably drunk and thinking, "What the fuck?"
Them hillbillies
Where-
probably got a damn spot for their tractor pulled up out there across on I-77 somewhere over by the belt line that they
Yeah.
tailgate, that they trailer gate out at Plowgate out every year. So they
Yeah.
probably have got it set up. Can you see some redneck with a big flat screen TV on the back of his plow with their whole tailgating set up there? Come on now.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's what's gonna happen. There'd be nobody there for that game. All right, App State and Louisiana played at Cajun Field. Louisiana is getting 3 points at home. Are they going to be motivated without Billy Napier there, Jackpot? What do you think?
Is he going to be gone or is he going to coach this game?
I don't know if he's coaching the game or not. I haven't read that, but I mean, if he is, it's his last game. Well, I mean, I guess that makes a difference because they may play to win for the Gipper there. So I don't know, but they're getting 3 points at home to App State. That's interesting.
I'm gonna go with App State. Louisiana really haven't played that great this year. They haven't played that great this year, honestly, at all. I mean, they've been winning, but not by a lot, and against some shitty teams. Jet Met says he's coaching.
Well, that sounds right.
Yeah, I'll take App State.
Yeah, give me App State as well. Kent State and Northern Illinois. That is
Jesus
for
Christ.
the MAC. I put that on there as the Kale Hall special. I
Okay.
figured that's what you would pick. Kent State's a 2-point favorite against the directional school from Illinois.
Give me the directional school from Illinois. I like taking underdogs in MAC games just because
That's just the way.
that's just the way
And
the MAC
finally-
is.
Finally, for the SEC championship, Georgia and Alabama. Our line is at 4.5. I think the line's at 6.5. Georgia is favored in this game. Jackpot, which way are you rolling there, sir?
I think Georgia blows them out. I really just don't think
I don't know.
Alabama's very good.
Blowout and Nick Saban are words that just don't go together unless it's Nick Saban blew somebody out. I'm going to take.
Been waiting on this one for a
Georgia.
long time.
Well, I mean, you can wait till the cows come home. It doesn't mean that shit's going to happen, but I'm going to take Georgia to win and the 4.5. But I think it's going to be. I think it'll be about a touchdown game. So give me
Okay,
Georgia minus 4.5.
S. Holtz 31 says Florida made a bad move hiring Billy Napier. Okay, who would you have hired?
Yeah.
I mean,
Who would you have hired, sir?
I think that he honestly would make. He's going to be a good coach. He brings at least. I mean, he's kind of plain looking, just kind of a not that exciting looking of a guy. I mean, and that's what they need, honestly, at Florida. Somebody that'll put their nose to the grindstone with recruiting, not fuck around, do his damn job, not be worried about wearing Darth Vader uniforms or in the case of Steve Spurrier, finding a damn one-liner to hit somebody with. I mean, just a damn football coach. That's what they need. Somebody who's going to recruit well, get the talent from the state of Florida to the Florida Gators program, put them back in the spot where they should be as the best team in the state of Florida, because that's what they should be. I think he'll do well there.
I do too.
He's going to kill it. He's going to kill it.
Yeah, I mean, I think he'll be fine. Someone asked, there's been lots of folks, and I want to put this out there. There's folks talking about Brent Venables is going to Oklahoma. Look, if he
BB.
were going to
They're fixing
if he
to
going-
get Mr.
Yeah, he's fucking mad. He looks like you and South Carolina's losing.
He looks like me when Phil Maffa scored the touchdown in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. You were mad as fuck in that game. Anyway, no, there's talk that people are about, oh, well, he's going to Oklahoma. Look, if he were going to Oklahoma, do you think that he would be doing pictures today with Dabo Sweeney while they're recruiting? You think he would be doing that? I mean,
what I saw said that he is confirmed that he's going to interview for the job. So, I mean, you don't interview for a job you don't want.
Right.
Unless you're Scott Satterfield at Louisville, who claims to only have interviewed for the Gamecocks head coaching job because he wanted to make his parents happy because they live like in fucking Winston-Salem and it's close to South Carolina.
I've seen pictures of Brent Venables that were put out today that he was out recruiting. So for all of you Gamecock fans, my God, I hope he leaves. I hope he leaves. He's not leaving. And let me put this out there too.
I heard a rumor that he was trying out covered wagons.
Let me put this out there too, because
if he gets offered that job, he's leaving, sir. I mean, he'd be an idiot not to.
He'd be in your opinion?
He would be an idiot. Why would you? Oh my. Okay.
Why would you want to go to Oklahoma? They've lost all their recruits. He has to rebuild the recruiting class. Why the fuck would you want to go there?
Money.
He's the highest paid defensive assistant in the country. So highest paid assistant coach in the country. If he leaves, he leaves, Brett, Brock. If he leaves, he leaves, but he's not going anywhere. He's not going anywhere. I know Gamecock fans are, oh my God, I hope that happens. No, no, no.
I don't really give a shit, to be honest
The
with you.
decade of dicking is coming. Just put that out there. Decade of dicking is coming.
I really don't give a shit. He's not the one that scored 0 points. It was our offense. We got to fix our. We got to tidy up our room.
It was nothing that Clemson did, right?
It wasn't. I mean, Brent Venables didn't come up with a horrible offensive scheme.
Fuck off, Jackpot.
Brent Venables didn't fail to block. Brent Venables didn't fail to complete passes. Brent Venables didn't drop passes.
I'm gonna write a song. Decade of dicking. I'm gonna try to sing like Charlie Pride.
Right, one up to failure to execute.
All right. Anyway, feel free to call the program 803-470-2905. There's the number. No, I don't think that Oklahoma's job is a better job than being Clemson's defensive coordinator. Don't put words into my mouth there, Biscuit. What I'm saying is that the kind of guy that Brent Venables is that he wants to coach football, go recruit, and go home. He doesn't want to go out and shake hands and kiss babies and everything else. Just the kind of person that he is. If he goes to Oklahoma, you have to be the face and everything else. I don't think he wants to do that. Going to Oklahoma would be the best career move because you're going to get a hell of a lot more money, et cetera, et cetera. But it's not what he wants to do. That's what I'm saying.
Brandon says that Steve Spurrier Jr. has emerged as the favorite to be the next coach at Duke. That's interesting.
Yeah. Well, okay. I mean, there are some Gamecock fans that think that Steve Spurrier Jr. kind of ruined them on the recruiting front.
I just can't believe that Jamie Chadwell is staying put for the time being, and that Luke Fickell hasn't moved. This is crazy. Doesn't really make a lot of sense. But I guess, like I was saying yesterday, I wonder if Luke Fickell. Cincinnati is a really big university. I mean, they may be. I don't know how much he makes, but he may be in line for a huge raise. They're going to be in the Big 12 really soon. I'm not sure when that starts, but then he'll have a Power 5 job, right?
Randall says money will make people do shit they don't want. Rob, you're right. Cody says it'd be hilarious if Shane Beamer left to go to Oklahoma. Watch Jackpot's video from earlier today because that gives you everything you need to know right there in the mix there. I don't know about the Shane Beamer front. I know the sports radio down in Oklahoma's talking about they love Beamer and all that. I don't know, but I think the Venables will be interviewed for the job. But if he takes it, good luck to him. But I honestly think he said in the past, the one thing that he said about head coaching jobs is that the only place that he would really consider was Kansas State, which is his alma mater. So there's that. That job
was he not interviewed for that job or offered that job when Bill Snyder retired?
I think he was, but I don't remember the whole gist of it. So I honestly don't know.
With Chris Klein,
Lisa, I took Illinois.
Turned him into a big wet fart.
Yeah. But I just think
you talk about just not exciting. That's a football program to me that just generates no excitement. At least the Gamecocks are at least exciting to at least talk about. I mean, we're at least exciting when we get our shit pushed in.
Yeah, you guys know how to lose 30 to Dick.
We do know how to do that.
Well versed in that. All right, 803-470-2905, 803-470-2905. I'm just telling you, and from the folks that I've talked with in the upstate, they think he's not going anywhere. So
they know it all.
Just telling you what I was told, Jackpot. Telling you what I was told. I do agree with what Jackpot said in his video earlier, which I'm not going to steal the thunder from it. Go and watch it because it's worth your time. But basically, he said a couple of things that really hit home. One, if Shane Beamer were offered the job, he would probably take it. The other would be, Shane Beamer hasn't done enough to warrant being the Oklahoma coach yet. So there's that. Go watch the video because everything Jackpot said in there was good. All right, 803-470-2905 as we await our calls for the evening. If you want to talk about Notre Dame promoting their defensive coordinator, we can get into that. All of that. All that's in the mix. You know, the other name that was in the mix was Josh Heupel, too. And they asked him about that the other day, and he's like, he didn't say no. He said, I love Tennessee, but he didn't say, yeah, whatever.
I bet.
So, and you guys are messing up what I was saying there. I think going to Oklahoma is what he should do, but I don't think he's going to. Let's go out to the phones. Welcome into the program. Good evening. Hello. Hey, what's up?
Hey, I got two questions for y'all. One for Jackpot. Jackpot, this don't have anything to do with college football, but I went out and watched your video on the Sloppy Joe, and that's the best Sloppy Joe I think I've ever had. It was amazing.
Oh, that's an old one. Thank you. Yeah, that's some good stuff. It's a bunch of different ingredients, but it's worth it.
Yeah, it was amazing. And my second question is, what's y'all's score prediction on Georgia, Alabama? What was y'all's exact score prediction?
34-17, Georgia.
I've got Georgia 24-17.
Yeah, I'm somewhere around the same. I'm a Dog fan. I'm somewhere around that same area. I think Georgia wins somewhere in between 7 and 17 points, somewhere around there.
Yeah. All right, man. Well,
all right, guys. Thank you. Appreciate it.
You calling.
I enjoyed the show.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you.
803-470-2905. 803-470-2905. As Biscuit's over there making fun of me, I understand what I'm saying. He should go to Oklahoma, but I don't think he's going to. That's all I'm saying. I don't think that he really wants to be a head coach. That's all. So there's that. He should take the Oklahoma job. That's all there is to it. If you're offered that job, you should take it. 803-470-2905. Randall says, roll, tears, roll. Saban's run is over after Kirby claps his cheeks on Saturday. I can't believe I just read that. Thanks, Randall. Kirby clapping Saban's cheeks. What the fuck is wrong with you people?
Clap his cheeks.
Clap his cheeks. 803-470-2905. If you'd like to join us here on the program, we've made our picks. Some of the coaches moving around. Jackpot, we know who the next Notre Dame coach is going to be. Now we got to figure out Oklahoma's the other big opening there, and South Carolina with their offensive coordinator. You think they're going to make a change or not? Because I know on Twitter you actually said something really interesting on Twitter. You said, "Tell me the offensive coordinator that came back that had a shitty first year." And then the second year was better. I'll wait.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, we haven't had one.
Well, I've tried to, because what Will Muschamp left South Carolina in was an absolute shithole, and I was trying to give this guy a better chance to have an opportunity to implement his offense with an actually decent quarterback, maybe some other recruits to help out. But what Jackpot said made a lot of sense.
You know who I would like to see? You know who I would like to see come back to South Carolina?
Who's that?
As soon as he finishes cleaning up that mess on the side of that restaurant in downtown Greenville, old Thirsty Mangus.
G.A. Mangus? You know, we're in a different time in our existence now, Jackpot. If you pull out your wiener and pee at a outside of a restaurant, people it might get you on the sex offender registry. That's not a joke. You want old sex offender Mangus as your offensive coordinator. Congratulations on that.
There's no, I mean, what is it? What's that called? There's a, I don't know. There's a clause there. He did it before it was a sex crime.
I'm saying, like now, if he did it again.
He whipped out in like 2012.
Yeah. Statute of limitations. Welcome into the program. Good evening.
Carolina Jackpot. How y'all doing? This is Rhino26.
What's up, buddy? How are you?
Not much, guys. I'm an OU fan. I initially got into YouTube a few years ago with Uncle Lou, and I don't have a channel, none of that stuff, but I did want to call in and kind of give you my 2 cents on, kind of who they were looking to hire. Just my opinion. I don't have sources. My credibility is shit. But I do think.
I'm sorry.
With,
Just the way you said that. I don't have any credibility. My credibility is shit. Oh my goodness. Very, very good, sir.
I'm just honest as can be, but
That's great.
I remember when Venables was at OU. He was there for about 12 years. I do know he's been out on the recruiting trail. Rob, I'm just like you. Who knows who the hell OU's gonna bring in? But I do think with Joe Castiglione, Bob Stoops, they're going to look for the candidate that they know that have ties to OU and somebody that wants to be there a long time. The longevity factor.
Right.
Earlier today, Matt Rule was, I guess, a candidate, but and I'm not knocking Matt Rule, but he was at Temple, he was at Baylor for 2 years, turned them around. Goes to the Carolina Panthers. So I just, being from Oklahoma, I don't see them hiring somebody that's going to be looking for something in the next 2 or 3 years aside from OU football. So when I say Brent Venables, he has only had 3 jobs in 20-something years.
Yeah.
If that. So, my take on it, being from Oklahoma and just kind of talking to some people, normally you hear people that just kind of discard, they kind of come out and say, no, this is not going to happen. Like Matt Rule, Fickle, they've at least made statements on, hey, are you going to be the next coach at wherever? And they're like, no, I'm going to stay here and build something. And Matt Campbell and Brent Venables are the only 2 that I have not heard they've kind of discounted this OU job.
We'll see how it works out, man. Hey, I appreciate you calling the show. Thank you, buddy.
Hey, no problem, guys. You guys
have a great night. All right, 803-470-2905. 803-470-2905. I don't think Rule's going to go. Brandon Kuhn mentions what Bruce Feldman tweeted out about that. I don't think he's going to go. Somebody was talking about Cliff Kingsbury. I don't know if he wants to leave the NFL or not. I've just read that. I'm just telling you, it's a name that was thrown out there that I read. I don't know how viable that is. I think that if Brent Venables wants to coach, be a head coach, that's the job he should take.
You think why would Matt Rule? I mean, why would he be interested in going back to college? Do you think his leash is that short at Carolina? They've been pretty subpar this year.
They've been kind of a shithole, Jackpot. I mean, they've been kind of a shithole. So I mean, I don't know. He's not exactly one with the Panthers fans right now. Go look at the Panthers Twitter.
Sunday, like 43-10 or something.
Yeah, they bit like Cam Newton came back and then they benched Cam Newton. It's like, oh man. Yeah, it's a Bible Belt Beauty says Willie Taggart. That's great. Holy fucking shit, Bible Belt Beauty. 803-470-2905, 803-470-2905. Hugh Freeze. Yeah. Someone messaged me yesterday about Hugh Freeze was going to Notre Dame. He found Jesus down there. Now he's going to go hang out with the Catholics.
He's going to just go hit all the different denominations. There you go.
Why not? He'll be at BYU after he runs out at Notre Dame. So.
After he goes to Notre Dame for 15 years, he could end his career at Presbyterian College.
He's got to go to BYU. The way he can hang out with the Mormons.
Bicycle college.
So, yeah. Did you just call them bicycle college?
That's what Uncle Lou calls it, the bicycle college.
Holy shit, that's funny. Yeah, I don't know where all these folks are gonna go. I don't know. All right, 803-470-2905, 803-470-2905 if you'd like to join the program. I do like the Brian Kelly hire down at LSU. Man, Peter King, famous football writer, he laid into him and said that he betrayed the Irish and all that shit.
Oh, give me a fucking break.
Fuck off with all that. I mean, he was offered more money, and he went. Shit, I don't know what the hell they
He ain't the
want.
first one to leave,
Yeah, well, I think isn't he the first one to leave to go to another head coaching job at I think he's the first Notre Dame coach. I read that actually left that wasn't fired, that went to another coaching job. He's the first Notre Dame coach to do that. So, but other coaches from around the country have done it. So,
Yeah.
Brandon asked if I like the Virginia Tech hire. I don't really know much about him. I mean, we'll see how he does there. Virginia Tech's gotten to a point now where you remember when they joined the ACC, and there was always the talk of, man, we're going to have, Florida State and Miami, they'll be in the ACC championship game, but Virginia Tech was going to be the team that was right there. Now Miami, Virginia Tech, and Florida State are all shitholes. You got Pitt,
Virginia Tech. At least Virginia Tech was in the ACC championship game a bunch of times. The first 5-6 years they were in the conference, but I mean, Miami's consistently been taking a dump the whole time they've been there.
Can you read Undercover Boss's comment there, Jackpot? Because that's one of your phrases.
We'll take a dump on the 50-yard line. Muschamp be a great fit at Oklahoma. Said he could sell ice to Eskimos. How can you not like that? It makes a good point,
Bible Belt Beauties with another comment. What's important is the coordinators. You're right. You're absolutely right. All right, 803
One of these schools may hire him for a defensive coordinator.
He may end up being a defensive coordinator somewhere. I don't know.
Do you think Dabo would hire him for a defensive coordinator if Venables left?
Fuck, I hope not. Dabo, fuck all that. Why would you put that out there? You hate Clemson so bad. I would never wish that Shane Beamer would hire him to come back to South Carolina.
He probably fucking shut us out too.
Out of respect for you, and you want to put that hate on my program, sir. That's not nice. I wouldn't do that shit to you.
Okay.
I wouldn't. Fuck off with all that. You do want old G.A. Mangus, old fucking sex offender Mangus coaching.
He's not a damn sex offender. He did it before it was a sex crime.
A statute of limitations. If he did it now, he'd be on the sex offender list.
Well, if my aunt had a wiener, she'd be my uncle. He's just not doing it now. He is he's reformed. It's Christian Mangus now.
Muschamp might get a ring this year. How pathetic is that? He should give that ring to he should mail that to Ray Tanner. That's what he should do if he gets a ring. He's pretty much stole from the University of South Carolina and Florida.
Yeah, every time he cashed the check. Every time he cashed his paycheck every Friday, he was stealing.
Yeah. What did Great Ernie Ladd say? You're stealing money, Muschamp. You're stealing money. 803-978-1832.
Billy Cole says USC Junior brought in Holtz and Spurrier, are two of the greatest coaches of our era. If you can't recruit, it doesn't matter who you bring in. Oh, yeah. Well, both of them won at South Carolina, so I don't really know. Okay, I don't understand that.
Lisa says, any thoughts on where Dan Mullen might go? I don't know. He might get a job at Target. Fucking no. That guy's terrible. Now I've pissed off all the Target employees that listen to the show. They're not going to sponsor the show now. We're fucked on.
Somehow or another, I don't think that you've really pissed off a majority of our listeners.
Someone asked how much Muschamp. He was making like around almost $5 million is what he was making at South Carolina. So,
which was $4.9 million too much.
Oh, you wanted to pay him $100,000? I tell you what. Here's what we'll do. We'll give you $10. I'll buy you a Publix vegetable tray, and then we'll kick you in the nuts on the way out. That's about what he left the program with. Fuck that guy. Why is it that I care more about that than a lot of South Carolina fans do? That guy should fuck that guy forever. I can't stand that guy. So anyway, I was going to ask you about the offensive coordinator for the one. Do you think South Carolina needs to make a change, Jackpot, or not? Or you're in the camp of they need to make a change, right?
Yes. I mean, what they really think that he's going to do? I mean, from what I understand, he's not very well liked around the football program there. I don't know why. Just rubs people the wrong way, I guess. Rubbed that co-ed up at Tennessee Tech the wrong way. That's why he lost his head coaching position a few years ago. So, I mean, I don't understand that. Why would you hire somebody like that and put him on your staff? Why?
I mean, respectfully, Shane Beamer had those issues where the whole playbook incident that people seem to forget about too. I mean, we are a land of second chances.
Think he was bribed. He was okay. I don't under. First of all, at the time,
I'm not mocking the guy, Jackpot.
Virginia Tech at the time. Why would Virginia Tech, back at that time, have needed Wake Forest playbook to beat them? I mean, it's Wake Forest, and they were Virginia Tech.
The championship game this year. You put respect on Wake Forest, sir.
I understand that. This was a long time ago. Why would you have needed that? First of all, second of all, I don't know. Marcus Satterfield was filling up young girls. Shane Beamer was stealing plays from Wake Forest. There's a difference.
There is a difference there. Okay, my
That's
other question
slimy,
is
but
803-470-2905, 803-470-2905. So in Jackpot's mind, touching co-ed's bad, stealing playbooks, good. Got it.
Yep. Pretty much.
Okay. 803-470-2905. My other thing that I had to ask you this evening, because by the time we come around, I venture to say, not by Sunday show, but by next Wednesday show, we may be talking about a contract that may be up and moving. What I mean by that is that, do you think that Beamer deserves a raise?
Yeah. I mean, not a huge one, but
right. But I mean, I think he should get something. I know this sounds silly, but the perception of, the fact, I think he's the third highest paid coach on campus. That's not what you want, especially when one of those coaches got dicked tonight by 24 by Coastal.
He got dicked by a man out there wearing Depends. Yeah.
Depends and Viagra. That's what that guy's on. He made sure he got his blue pills to go home tonight after that 24 points. I don't know about the Viagra,
but I mean, I can guarantee you he's got on some kind of. I guarantee you he's wearing some kind of. I guarantee you he's got on some kind of disposable undergarment.
Of course he does.
That's not a good look. For the guy that's supposed to be heading up the top revenue maker on campus. He does deserve a raise. No, if not more so for the results on the field. Just we want to keep him around. He's got things moving in the right direction despite the debacle Saturday night. That was just that wasn't good.
Well, here's the other thing too. I want to make sure we put this out there because I did the research on this today. Marcus Satterfield makes $900,000, and if South Carolina fires him, he's under contract for next year anyway. It's going to cost him right at $900,000. So there may be something with that too. I don't know. But Mr. Boogie says Clayton White probably deserves something too. And we hadn't really talked about that, Jackpot. I mean,
if Beamer were smart, if he asked for this raise, he asked for a raise, and he should turn around and take that raise money and say, all right, we're going to distribute it out amongst the assistant coaches and get himself a decent offensive coordinator with his raise.
Yeah. I think that's fair. Brock with the can you read Brock's comment? Jackpot doesn't want to read that. That's fine. That's the comment of the night, sir. You win, Brock. I was hoping Jackpot would just read it. That'd be funny. Yeah, I do like what Clayton White has done there, but I'm not. The more and more I think about it, I think Satterfield he may be a lost cause, even though I think that Here's the funny thing. Last night, my wife and I were sitting on the couch. We were watching one of the Marvel movies, and Jackpot sent me something about the offensive coordinator. And I sent back to Jackpot, Mike Bobo is available. To the same thing that Billy's saying right now. And I was like, hey, well, I was like, watch this. He's gonna say fuck you. And sure enough, that's the first text message from Kale. Fuck you.
Yeah, honestly though, I would take him over Marcus Satterfield.
No
I
shit.
would.
You welcome him back?
Yeah. Yes.
God damn. See, Jackpot just wants to win. That's all.
I mean, my God. I mean, I've Marcus Satterfield has to be the worst I've seen. I mean,
What about this
I've
guy,
seen,
Skip Holtz? Would you go with Skip Holtz? He's looking for a job.
Yeah.
Ah, fuck. All right, 803-470-2905. Final call for calls this evening.
He had a rough go of it in Ruston this year. I guess they let him go.
Beamer should walk into Tanner's office and say, "How much were you paying Muschamp?" Yeah, I won 6 games in one season. He won 6 games in 2 seasons. Fucking pay. Yeah.
But he also won 6 games his first season too.
I wasn't gonna bring that up, but yeah, he really should just walk in.
Fuck you, pay me. Fuck you, pay me.
Exactly.
And he lost. Then he lost his bowl game to a conference USA. No, it was an American Athletic team, I guess. So
Didn't he
hopefully
lose
we don't
to-
see a
Wait, wasn't the coach of that team Willie Taggart? He lost to Willie Taggart in the fucking bowl game.
Yeah. That quarterback they had, that what was that guy's name? Was it Quentin Flowers or something like that?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
still
he was-
scoring.
He was really good. Oh, that was a good. You went to overtime. I mean, I got to hear with that.
My favorite thing is the post game press conference after that. Right, Muschamp comes out and says, "We need to get more. If you want to rush the quarterback, you need to come to South Carolina." He actually said that in the press conference. It's like, you begging bitch.
I remember that.
Brandon says, Rob, at this rate, Beamer's on pace to tie Muschamp for the most wins in 3 seasons.
Yeah,
Damn it.
I was about to say, when you said that about what Muschamp said after the game, I couldn't remember it until after you said that, and then I remembered it. But I was like, well, what did he say? Well, we won more games here in our first season than anybody else.
Yeah. Brandon Swan says their coach was it wasn't. It was not Charlie Strong. It was motherfucking Willie Taggart.
It was Willie Taggart.
Biscuit with a good comment that he hates the new overtime. So does everybody else, sir. Adam says maybe he should bend down with his hands on his knees and act angry on the sideline to get that kind of money.
Charlie Strong was there. What? Did Charlie Strong go there after Willie Taggart? He went there.
Yeah.
He went there after Willie Taggart, after he got fired from Texas, and he was there for a couple
Justin
of seasons.
Says, can Alabama get in the playoffs with a close game against Georgia? No, unless a lot of shit hits the fan, like Cincy loses, Michigan loses, Oak State loses, all those fucking teams lose. Then you might have an argument, but yeah. I don't think that happens. Someone says that seems a little racist. What's racist? I didn't say anything racist. I don't get all that. Yeah, I don't think that happens. I honestly don't. I think if it's close, I think they have 2 losses. I think they'll take the 1-loss conference champions over them. So there's that. Biscuit disagrees with me on that, and I think that there's a way. If Georgia gets popped and they lose by 17 to Alabama, I think they're out. If everybody else wins, I think they're out. So I know people are like, no, that can't be. I mean, nobody's really been out there to tell me, okay, who are you going to tell to go home? Undefeated Cincinnati, Big Ten champion Michigan, Big 12 champion Oak State. You're going to tell them, yeah, you guys fuck off?
Yeah.
Is that
Blake
where you're
Robinson,
going?
he can't believe what Coastal Carolina, he says, fire Frank Martin tonight. Just pump the brakes. They're not going to fire him because he lost to Coastal Carolina. I mean, Missouri's not firing their coach, and hell, he lost to the Roos.
Well, yeah. Frank Martin's had worse losses too, by the way. He lost to fucking USC Upstate.
He lost to Stetson.
Stetson's a tournament team, but
He
USC
lost to
Upstate's
Boston University.
terrible. Okay. That's fair enough. Anyway, Blake says fire the AD2 for letting Coastal flourish, even with South Carolina with all the SEC money. Look, one of the other things with that too is that South Carolina, for folks that don't know, they actually went to Coastal, which you got to give Frank Martin credit for that. I know people are like, he lost by 24. Frank Martin will play anywhere. Didn't he go to like Wyoming and play a game there? I mean, somewhere out in the middle of fucking nowhere that South Carolina had no business going there to play. And he's like,
Yeah,
fuck,
we
I'll go.
played a road game in Alaska a few years ago too.
I don't even remember that, but you're probably right. But I
Yeah,
mean, Frank
we
Martin
did.
doesn't
Well,
give
it
a
was
shit.
forgettable. We lost, but
This is a good quote. I would trade Brad Brownell for Frank Martin. Yes, today, tomorrow, and twice on Sunday. I don't give a shit. Brad Brownell pisses me off to no end. How in God's name can you have guys that start in the ACC at guard that can't hit fucking free throws? How is that possible?
I don't know. We got
chicken
guys
motherfucker.
that start on a team in the SEC that can't hit 3-pointers. So I don't
I'm
know.
telling you, we could go into a gym right now, and I am chunky as fuck, but I will hit fucking 15 of 20 free throws right fucking now.
Randall
These guys
says
practice all the time.
Randall says jackpot. What is SC's recruiting class ranked this year? What, 16th, 17th, or something?
Yeah, they're moving up. Clemson moved into the top 10 today, but South Carolina's in the top 15.
Be surprised.
You want to get there. It's okay. It's okay. Same old shit with Frank Martin. Forgive it out until February. Boy, you're undersized. It's recruiting. Yeah, if you're gonna try to, basketball season will be a lot of me bitching about fucking Clemson sucking because we just fucking are terrible. Just terrible. Justin says, what if Oak State and Cincinnati and Michigan lose? I think Bama will have a chance. Yeah, maybe. I think Notre Dame comes in if all that happens. All that happens, I think that's how that would work. Jackpot, do you think Georgia's in regardless? If they get blown out by Bama, you think they're in?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe I'm just in the
They already are. Yeah.
We'll have to see about that. I think if they get blown out, and I don't know how the college football playoff committee could explain that. So
if they got blown out, could you imagine? Oh my God. Can you imagine the meltdown video from old Uncle Lou that would come out? Woo! Thing would have 2 million views.
Probably would. I don't think it'll happen, but I think that the committee is going to have to explain a lot of things like, yes, fuck you, Cincinnati. Fuck you, one loss Big Ten champ. Fuck you, one loss Big 12 champ. Yeah, we're just going to put Alabama in just because, or Georgia in just because, they won their division. So, yeah, that's why we put them in there.
Tough division.
All right. God damn. You must be tired. All right. Well, there you go. We've got a good show, Jackpot. We'll be back at it on Sunday evening. Yeah, make sure you follow the channel. If you're not following the channel, follow the channel for God's sake. We are at what 10.1 thousand viewers or something. That's pretty good.
Yeah, 10-1 on subs. 10-1, 20,000's the next high water mark. Appreciate everybody for subbing.
Yeah, tell your friends. All right, Jackpot. Good show, man. We'll see you guys later on.
All right, guys.